Red Hot Gotsy, come subscribe, come subscribe, come subscribe, come subscribe.
Very good, very good. Alright, so today I'm making a video on basically, as the title says, Netflix versus CW. Now today, I'm just gonna be going through a list of technically 20, basically going through the pros and cons of both Netflix and CW. Obviously, the TV shows, the characters. Well, not really the characters very in depth at all. Just gonna be talking about them briefly and talk about the shows. So let's just talk about Netflix and just jump right into it. Now, Netflix is pretty straightforward. I mean, it's got a bunch of TV shows that are from different places in general. You got like the CW on here. Actually, a lot of the CW shows like Arrow and Riverdale, the Flash, stuff like that. So it kind of has what CW has, except it has so much more. It has like Insatiable. That's how you pronounce it, right? That TV show with Debbie Ryan. It has some of the Marvel. I think some of the Marvel movies and or like cartoons, some Lego animations, some other like horror movies and stuff like that. It has just a bunch of stuff, and it has the Queen's Gambit. It has Cobra Kai, which Cobra Kai is a big series right now that's going on, and I think it's going to be big for the next couple of years. So it has a long-lasting effect, which no other platform really seems to grasp to the same like degree. For lack of better words, I guess you could say. It just has a huge effect on people in that way. I'm just gonna go through like the list, just to kind of make it a lot more simple, whatever. So number one is they can actually handle seriousness. Now this is one that not a lot of, like the CW, for example. When I kind of thought about it, the CW doesn't really handle seriousness the same way that Netflix does. I feel like they're a lot different with it. Like The End of the Effing World is actually another show that the Netflix has, and it's very interesting because it's so dark, but it has interesting stories connected to the characters and stuff like that. You kind of go through their journey as like basically like teenagers, in a way, and they're just really effed up kids. And it kind of, even in the second season, it took what the first season had and it expanded upon it instead of just, creating an entirely different story, screwing it up because, they tried to expand upon the TV show that basically, had no hope. It actually, is creating a, continuous story, which I like. And, I think a lot of these streaming services should really look at the TV show aspect of things and try to really expand upon that instead of just putting like random movies and stuff like that on here, which Netflix happens to do a lot, and CW doesn't really do that, I don't think, but yeah, I think they should really expand upon the TV show aspect. Alright, so the second on the list of 10 for Netflix is technically movies. So like I basically already talked about the movies that are actually on Netflix, and CW doesn't have that, so that is a big kind of that is a big thing that kind of adds to it. You can do a lot more with those movies than you can like with just straight TV shows from CW that CW produces with their actors and stuff like that. Netflix just has more overall like reign. They can like do more. They can cover more ground basically, and they have no freaking ads. That's number 3, because that has to be said. The freaking ads, bro. I hate ads in anything. I hate ads on YouTube. I hate ads on freaking anything, bro. Does Hulu have ads? I think it does actually. I'm not sure, but like I just hate ads on like Twitch, for example. Twitch is annoying for a lot of different reasons, but the ads are ridiculous for some people. I just think that's a huge plus because you're able to actually go a lot smoother with the process of actually watching a movie, and you don't have to like pause and stop to go do something, because you might as well do something during the time you're while the ad is running or something like that. Or if you don't do anything, you just kind of sit there. You have to sit there while the ad is just running for freaking 5, 10 freaking minutes. It feels like, So that's just a huge component. I'm glad they didn't add. The next one is number 4. Can stream directly on the app anywhere. Now, this is basically what I talked about before, to where like all different, Netflix has so much ground to where it could cover like Marvel, DC, different like horror movies, a bunch of different TV shows. It can cover Disney if it wanted. It can cover, Fox. It can cover like all types of things. And put it into one streaming service. A lot of streaming services do this. Like HBO Max has a bunch of DC properties and stuff like that. This isn't the first one to do it, but I think it does it, in an interesting way. And it's even though they have bumped up the prices, I think the price is like $14, something like that, maybe a little bit less. I think it's kind of ridiculous, but if you look at all the things that Netflix has to provide, all the hundreds of movies and TV shows and stuff like that from all different properties and stuff, and it switches around, stuff like that, so you get like new stuff, and maybe the old stuff you kind of miss and you want it to come back. So yeah, it is what it is, but you can always watch it somewhere on the internet, what I mean. But it just kind of reminds you of the good things, the good TV shows and movies that you used to watch as a kid and that you watch now that recently came out or whatever. Like it updates the CW shows every like year or whenever they like maybe a month or two after they come out and they finish their season. So yeah, they do their thing, and I think Netflix, that's their strong suit. Just it covers a lot of ground. Now, what I don't like is how, Netflix likes to always cancel their shows when, they're actually good series that are on there. And, it's like the Netflix originals that they make. They make those, it's kind of like how CW makes their own shows. They do the same. And, those actually, piss me off the most, because good ones actually get canceled. Like it's ridiculous on their second or third season. You can just look at a bunch of examples, just look it up. It's ridiculous. So I hate the fact that happens and stuff like that. And I just wish that they would continue more of their good shows, kind of just give the people what they want. Stop just giving bull crap, even bad movies, because sometimes they give bad movies, bad TV shows, like no one asked for this. And then sometimes they give nostalgia, not too long ago they actually got put on like Victorious and like iCarly and stuff like that for the younger, for like when people were younger and stuff like that, had nostalgia for Nickelodeon and stuff. Disney has like Disney Plus, so it's like streaming services can provide that kind of like nostalgia vibe. It's just like I hate when they create their own shows or they have something that's actually good and then they just get rid of it. It's annoying. Now the second one, this is on the list of 5, basically talking about the cons. Now the second one is basically paid content. Now it's there is no like paying for each show and stuff like that, and paying for like different TV shows to watch or different movies. But I don't like the pricing, I guess you could say. And I think it's kind of for some people it could be kind of like ridiculous. But I'm gonna make this a shorter one just because I'm kind of fighting myself on this. I think it's kind of, because I think it's like around $14, like I said, and that can be kind of weird for some people. You got $14, 14, 15, whatever. And I think it's even more than that. I think it's like 17 or 18. Or it may increase into that. But yeah, I just hope that the inflation in terms of the actual price doesn't like affect the quality of the streaming service. And yeah, that's basically all I have to say about that. Now the next one is the third one, is basically I kind of talked about how it can be serious. Netflix can have serious moments, but at the same time I put that it can't be serious sometimes. Like sometimes it has those moments. Like you have shows like The End of the Effing World, which is very serious, and then you have like you put The Flash on there. You put like Bridgerton is a weird show. You know, honestly, it kind of has like a weird vibe. You know, it tries to tell jokes. It tries to, be serious, and it's like it's a weird show. You have other stuff on. You have Riverdale. Um, it's just a lot of weird stuff. The Queen's Gambit is another weird one where it kind of tries to balance like weirdness and like jokes and seriousness, but for the most part it's serious, I guess you could say. And this is just a lot of other stuff. It has a lot of comedies on there, really trash, but uh, yeah, that's basically what I have to say. It's like it can be serious, but also can just like really screw it up. Another thing that is number 4, which is basically trash, terrible, god awful movies slash TV shows, that I put. That's a great title. I did this a while ago, so I'm like kind of just reading off of paper, but basically the idea of it is I kind of already addressed it. Is that some of the TV shows and movies can be kind of daunting to kind of look at, the list of different stuff. Like they have a huge array of things, but some of it is just trash. It really is. It's like you're kind of looking endlessly, and I find myself doing that sometimes, kind of, as a, I don't know, just kind of looking at my own actions, kind of looking on these streaming services, and it kind of helps with this video. I think I just find myself kind of just like looking for the bare minimum, the couple few shows that are actually like good on here, and that's basically it. That's basically all I find is those few shows and movies that I've already seen and stuff like that, and yeah, that's basically what I watch on there. And the last one, number 5, is basically just no complete series slash library. Um, I think it's like, I think that basically what I mean by this is a lot of the shows, not shows, but a lot of the like the movies and stuff like that, they could be from like series and stuff, or franchises that don't really, it's like you have like Infinity War or something like that, and you have like Black Panther, but you don't have any of the other movies. So it's like, how are you supposed to like really understand, like, unless you've just seen the rest, you don't understand crap. You don't understand a goddamn thing. So I'm like, it's like with circumstances like that, I mean, it's cool, and it's cool and all that you can have those, like both movies are good, honestly, I would say, but it's like you don't have the full, you don't have the full picture, I would say, with some of the properties that they take on, which I guess you can't get to every single property, but it's a big franchise, Marvel right now, so, or really was back in the day, 2018, so yeah. Other than that, Netflix, I'm not too mad at you. You know what I mean? Just get rid of the extra filler, garbage TV shows and movies, and don't make any more cuties movies. Yeah. But no, seriously, like, don't. Alrighty then, the CW, very interesting, little website or whatever, place where you can just have TV shows like The Flash and Arrow and stuff like that. Freaking Riverdale. But anyway, let's just get into it. Honestly, I think it has a huge array of like, the superhero TV shows, obviously, Flash and Arrow, Supergirl, Legends of Tomorrow, other stuff. It had Constantine at one point. And it's actually, I think they were planning on making other things. Like they were gonna make a spin-off for like Arrow, stuff like that. I don't know if that's still gonna be made or anything like that, but yeah. And yeah, they got, they got the bag right now, or they had. I wouldn't say right now, right this second. But yeah, they were doing their thing. You can see all these characters, uh, Flash, Supergirl, Arrow, Black Canary, you know what I mean, the Atom, White Canary, Guardian, Kid Flash, like Speedy, you know what I mean. It's like Red Arrow. They did their thing. I guess when you get into number 1 of the pros, and I got 1 to 5, the continuous stories, and the fact that it renews its shows. Now, not all the shows deserve to be renewed, honestly, but I think a lot of these shows, like the DC TV shows, do deserve to be renewed. For example, I wouldn't renew Supergirl and or make it as trash as it is now. And if you want to know how I feel about Supergirl, go watch my video on it. I kept it a buck, if you know what I mean. And Yeah, just put in Red Eye Got See Supergirl, or just scroll down. It's in my playlist. Just go watch it. It's good. Um, Other than that, I think renewing series like the Flash was not a terrible idea slash decision. But like my whole thing is, I don't think it's really doing too well right now. I'm not even watching at the moment just because I feel like with the story decisions, it hasn't really met the highest criteria in terms of superhero TV shows, stuff like that, like it used to. Even, well, actually, it wasn't even perfect back then in season 1, 2, and 3 and whatnot. Well, mainly 1 and 2. 1 and 2 were good. Season 3 started to falter. People hated season 3. I thought it was okay, but yeah. Anyways, it's like I excuse me. I think I think it kind of falters in that aspect of renewing shows. It's like a curse, a gift and a curse. You know what I mean? Now, number 2 is basically free content, meaning that there's just like nothing you have to really buy that's extra. That I know of is basically like Netflix. You don't have to buy anything extra, like is it HBO Max? No, I think it's just Amazon Prime. And Amazon Prime is Prime is annoying as hell because you have to like buy extra crap, like extra TV shows and stuff, and it's like that and movies is terrible. It's horrible. I hate that. You want to watch Invincible, but you have to pay for it. You know what I mean? You want to watch, like, I don't know, some other crap. Friggin' Birds of Prey. No, I'm never going to say that ever again. Never mind. Never mind. I don't even know why I just said that. Birds of Prey. Ugh. What the? Ew. Now, I'm not going to lie. I'm not going to lie about this. If we look at all the characters, in CW verse, or whatever the hell you want to call it, like, a lot of them are just based around, either teenage characters or teenage-like characters. They have the minds of teenagers. Let's keep it a buck here. Like, it's very just melodramatic and just stupid, yeah, in that way. But that's why a lot of us love the CW in that way, and it empathizes. You can empathize with a lot of these characters in a way, like both adults, maybe young adults more so, and teens can kind of like really watch this and really empathize with the character struggles and understand them more so. Because it really is catered to them in that aspect. What's annoying is when the Flash, takes like 15 to 20 minutes of its runtime, which is like it goes for like 40 minutes each episode. It takes 20 minutes of it to freaking stop, and he sits down and has to get a freaking pep talk every freaking goddamn it, like 5 freaking minutes. It's annoying as hell. Like, can he freaking run fast? Like zoom 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 zoom, zoom like I don't want to see him freaking sitting crying like freaking, oh my god, I can't save the city, oh my god, my mother, oh my father, freaking, like, God, it's annoying, God. Alright, this is not professional at all, but like, I'm not trying to make it. Also, I guess I could add like, and this is number 5 too. This is gonna end like the section of the pros for CW. Now, basically, I like the aspect of the app. Both streaming services have an app, but I think the CW app is better than the Netflix app, because I think it just helps you kind of navigate the shows more, and kind of like look through what you're looking for, and it's just a lot easier because there's less things to kind of go after, whatever, and you just kind of feel like you're going in the right direction. Like, it's not hard. It's just easy to navigate. It's as simple as that. Now for the cons. The cons for CW. Oh my God, there's so many. Alright, but I'm just gonna talk about 5. I'm just gonna talk about 5 for it. The CW has just not been. It's not been it. The past like couple months to a year or so, especially after Crisis on Infinite Earths was like its biggest crossover slash, it was its most ambitious project that the CW has ever made, like ever, and they really fumbled the bag with it, and it's kind of sad. And I think the Crisis event was kind of a good implication to show just how downfall the CW has gone in recent memory, just because they've stretched out their stories and characters and stuff like that to such a degree where it just doesn't feel like there's any point of continuing, because it feels very melodramatic all the time, very just like teen, like too much like a teen drama. Like I just don't know how else to put it. Like, you guys understand, there's plenty of videos explaining just kind of teen angst, kind of like, feel what CW shows, the just drama, just, the ridiculous aspect of it. And because of that kind of drama aspect, bogging down these superheroes who are like larger than life, it kind of just, annoys me, especially with the Flash's inconsistent speed, for example, and Supergirl's inconsistent, getting the crap beaten out of her. And then sometimes she's like super ridiculously powerful, and also the politics in it are ridiculous. That kind of adds to the drama aspect. That's why I hate that show. I kind of delved into that, my other video. Again, go, look at that. But anyways, I just think that, a lot of the storyline, basically I'm just going to run into number 2, because it kind of correlates with that. Number 2 is basically the ruined storylines. It kind of runs deep with, this channel, I guess. With CW, it's like a lot of the storylines and stuff like that, and some of the seasons just end up, like, whole seasons, entire seasons end up just being trash. Like Arrow season 4, for example, because they just don't know when to quit. They do stupid crap, because either they go too goofy or they go too serious. Mainly they go too goofy, and that they just do something stupid, and it just ends up just like ruining the series in some sort of way. I kind of gave some examples, just and I'm sure, if you have been on any of these shows, CW, you probably most likely watched the Arrowverse, the DC superhero shows, so you kind of know what I'm talking about, the kind of drama aspect of it, nonsense. With Netflix, it's a lot more broad, so I kind of tried to pinpoint all the things that I possibly could. I could go more in depth with Netflix, most definitely. Well, with both in general, and I might even do that too. Cause screw it. But yeah, I just think that with now when it comes to the ruined source material, God, like, putting the CW, the superhero stuff aside, which is hard, cause that's like the main draw to it. Let's keep it a buck here. When you look at Riverdale, I'm not one of those who just hated Riverdale from the start, because, oh my god, teen drama, oh my god, they look so, they just want to, make the teens, young and effable, screwable, so they can have intercourse, just be all dramatic and, say, oh my god, I love you, have these stupid ass freaking, ridiculous, over-exaggerated stories. No, I actually think that Riverdale was like okay in its first season. I even dare to say it was good. I even dare to say that. But ever since season 1, actually no, even season 2, it kind of kept the same momentum, but it really bogged the show down, making it like 20 something episodes, and that's what they started to do throughout the rest of the series, and it's still going on to this day, 2021, like May of something, you know what I mean? Made like what, 16, 17, whatever, around there, and it's still going on. It's on its last season. I'm freaking glad. I hope it ends, and I hope people stop talking about it and it just dies off, because man, this show is terrible. And I just think that not only adding to like the runtime, it just ruins. You just ruin shows like that, especially when they go on for like 40 something minutes. Like, God, like, just stop, just calm down. Even Cobra Kai, for example, on Netflix, it only goes for like 30 something minutes at the very most, and it has 10 episodes. Excuse me, for each season. Each season has only like 10 episodes. 10. And the CW shows, yeah, they could go to like 13 at the least. The very least. So that's what Riverdale was. That's why I'm using it as a baseline. It was at 13 episodes, not bad. It did its thing in 13 episodes. I'm not gonna lie. It was tough, you know what I mean? But then, oh my god, I just think the teen drama aspect really just bogs down, everything. Oh yeah, also it's number 3. So yeah, I basically like looking at the list now. I made this like a while ago. So yeah, basically I kind of covered all the like, well, yeah, I basically covered most of it for the most part. Number 4 is basically the damn ads. The ads are ridiculous. I hate ads and everything. I kind of went through that in the Netflix one. That's basically straightforward, and it ruins a lot of the source material. Now I could get a little bit into this, I guess. I don't want to keep you guys here for too long, so I'm just gonna end it here. Let me know what you think in the comments. Netflix versus CW. Yeah, this is the list of 20 technically in total. Pros and cons. Each one got 10. Let me know what you think. Let me know if this presentation was okay, if it was dog crap. Just let me know what I can improve on and what was great. Let me know what shows you like from each, what movies, just really just let me know about y'all. You know what I mean? I want this to be a little community for people to just talk to, just talk about stuff and stuff like that. And hopefully, oh yeah, comment, subscribe, like, forgot. Almost forgot. So yeah, do that, and just let me know in the comments, and yeah, bye.
Red Hot Gotsy, come subscribe, like, come subscribe, like, come subscribe, like.